Hi. Here I am at school. So you should be able to hear me, but I cannot hear you. Remember. So don't talk to your computer screen. People will think you're crazy. There. Can you see it? Hold on. There we go. Much better. Here I am, just relaxing at school. Definitely at school. I hope you all are doing well. Hello, Kraken X. Judging by the picture, it's probably Alex. Am I right? Aha. I'm right. I hope you guys are doing okay today. It's getting hot outside. I was just walking around on campus, of course, not at the beach. And it's getting warm. My run this morning was hot. Not fun. Not good, man. That humidity's coming up. Even when it's when it's dark, the humidity just is awful. Okay, so this is so weird. Isn't this weird? I think this is weird. It's weird imagining that I'm talking to you guys, but seeing my face looking back at me. Mr. Travis said he was going to join us. Mr. Travis, are you there? I don't know. Maybe he got pulled into something else. So I hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to jump in and out of this stream as you need. Today's goals, I'll say this a few times, is to finish sewing in our microphone. Okay, so I got a question. Which pin does the digital output on the microphone go to? The output is going to go to number 9. So for me, that's right here. Yeah, so the output goes to number 9. Got it? Does that answer your question? All right, getting my needle ready. Do 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 do. Mrs. Griffin thought it would be funny if I did this live stream at the beach and in my swimsuit. I said no, that will not happen. I think that would be weird. All right, needle successfully threaded. Okay, so I have my ground stitched in there. It looks pretty good. So now I've got to do this weird dance of going from my VCC to the 3.3 volt and the output to the number 9. I think I'm going to connect the output next, and then I'll worry about crossing over that wire when I connect the VCC. And for some reason, I think all of you guys have very different microphone arrays. I think the one that Akari had actually ended up being the one that most of you guys have. And Akari, remember, her VCC connection was at the top. And so she's just going to go kind of in this clever way, she's going to kind of go around the microphone and down to the 3.3 volt. Good idea. That way you don't have to cross any wires. So that was really smart, Akari. Good job. All right, here we go. See if I can do this sewing without the ocean water splashing on me. That'd be awful. You know what I should do? I should have some jokes. I should have some jokes queued up. This is weird, just me, oh, thank you, everything channel. Yes, I'm at school. Can't you tell? Kids, get out of the water. Kids. Oh, I guess I should look this way. Kids, get out of the water. Come here. You have to put on more sunscreen. You know, Mr. Newkirk's not allowed on campus, so I thought it'd be fun to take Mr. Newkirk to the beach. He's in a Speedo right now sitting over there. He says I'm not allowed to show him on camera. So sorry about that. If you were looking forward to Mr. Newkirk Speedo viewing, that's not going to happen. Okay, here we go. So I got my number 9, and let me just double check that I know where I'm going here. Yes, number 9 has to get to my output. Okay, carefully. We're going to start stitching. And I think that for the pins out on the ones that kind of stick off to the sides, you know, if this is our microphone board with the microphone pointing down and the other 2 pins this way and the one this way, make sure that when you come at it, you really come at it from the side so you can link in. You know, remember, it's going to be like a hook like this. So you're going to be able to like pull up around this. If, let's say these are the pins sticking off the end of the board, if you just come at it straight on and you link in here and you come at it straight on and link here, that doesn't give you a lot of room to link onto that middle pin. You know, I mean, you can do it however you want to, but you run the risk of doing it again, I think. So let's really try to be as smart as possible. We don't really care about how pretty this is. Remember, we're just prototyping. We just need it to work. At the prototype level, we just want to make sure things work. And that way, when you start coding, you know that your stitches are solid and that the circuit is built well. So keep really thinking that through and making sure that you're being careful and wise about how to proceed. Okay, here we go. I hope your days are going okay. Hope everybody's holding up all right. It's so weird and quiet around school. I mean, at the beach. This is not fun. I do not like school this way, to tell you the truth. I feel like I say this a lot, but teachers really enjoy being around their students. And this is the opposite of what I like. I'd rather you guys being in the room and me yelling at you and you guys laughing at me and all of us just having a good time. But I am thankful that we're able to do this together. That's cool. You know, we got something. Okay, so Friday we're not going to have class. Okay, since it was a scheduled no school day anyway. But Monday, I'm going to be using some software called OBS, which will link me into this feed. And I think it's going to allow me to switch between this video mode and my desktop. And that's going to be really important because we're going to start doing coding on Monday. So I hope everyone can join me. And I'll email all that code out. We're going to plunk it in. We're going to talk through the code, what it's doing. And then I'll be able to show you maybe some basic troubleshooting. And hopefully jumping between the camera and my desktop, you'll be able to kind of get it. Okay, I'm almost done looping this in. Getting there. Ryan, quit splashing your sister. Kids. All right. Flip it over. Chance to inspect my work on the back side. So I'm really looking to make sure that everything is tight. I didn't leave anything kind of hanging out. So this is the track I just made. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to tie it off. Here we go. Hopefully you guys are sewing along with me in your living rooms or bedrooms. Anyone know a good joke? Anything that you can post? Anything that's good for posting? All right, we're getting there. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm using that new thread, so it has a bit of give to it. To be kind of careful. You know, I hope that you all are not wearing earbuds and that my voice is just going out to your whole house. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Just me, Mr. Griffin. All right. Okay, so I've cut away the top. And now just going to tighten up this thread here at the bottom where I started. See, look at that big, long, loose thread hanging off. We don't want that touching anything, so got to cut that away. All right. Oh, man. I got to be careful I don't get sand in my project. All right, one more loop. Now, okay, so for me, I've got both end pins done, both of the sides finished. Now the trick for me is to connect to the middle, but I've got to go from the middle down to the 3.3 volt, and that means crossing this line right here. So of course, I'm going to try to sew this in a way that takes advantage of this little break right here. So I'm going to run that cable up and over this spot where this line goes under the fabric. Now I've stitched this a few times and I think this works. If not, we'll have to think of a way of getting around that. So for those of you doing the Akari method and going around and not crossing any strings, that's smart. That's probably really smart. Unfortunately for me, I don't have that choice. I don't have that option. My VCC connector is right in the middle and I got to cross something. With this Flora array, something has to be crossed. Okay, here we go. I also made the really dumb choice back when I was starting this to sew in one of my anchor threads here on the 3.3 volt. So that decreases my ability to connect to this pin. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut that right now. I really want a good clean access to that point. And you know what? The floor is already sewed down in a number of other places, so I'm not worried about it. It's kind of the fun thing about being an inventor, you know, like if you kind of understand the science behind it and you understand kind of how the circuit works, it makes you more able to kind of see problems ahead of time. There has to be room on the design process rubric to kind of make mention of that, I think. I'm going to have to update that rubric, that chart, to show that experience is very helpful. All right, looks like I still have 3 people watching. Anybody want to make a comment on the side as to how far you've gone? How many pins do you have sewn in already? Are you up to 3 or are you at 2 like me? I'm looking for your comments. But first I'm going to thread the needle for my next round here. Uh-oh. I set my needle down. I lost it in the sand. Where did it go? Oh, I found it. It's down here. Found it. We're good. 2. Oh, everybody's at 2, just like me. All right. Come on, let's go. We're going to do this together. Okay. The worst part about sewing, I think, is threading the needle. I hate this part. I'm so bad at it. You know, and we even have these needles with these really big eyes, and the new, more cottony thread is really skinny. You would think it would just go right in there, but okay, let's try again. I feel a lot of pressure to do this on camera. Come on now. Come on now, get in there. Oh, yeah! Success. Hi, Daniel, by the way. Nice to see your texts. Is your sister there? Is she watching? She should be. If she is there, hi, Anna. All right, sewing off the end, creating all these little knots so the thread doesn't pull through. So this is funny because it reminds me, when I was a little kid, do you guys know who the comedian Bill Cosby is? Okay, this is like early 80s. This is how old this was. Oh, she's done? Anna, you rock. Is she just hanging out and watching anyway? Just enjoying some beach time? I'm not telling you which beach I'm at because I don't want you all to show up there. Okay, so anyway, back to my story. So this reminds me, back in the early 80s, Bill Cosby, who is a comedian, he had a show on an educational TV channel in which he would work like preschool kids through basic like drawing shapes and talking about numbers, that kind of thing. It was like kind of like Sesame Street. But the cool thing is that you could buy his workbook and then it could mail to you, and then you could watch the show, and he had the same workbook, and he would do it on the show, and then you could do it with Bill Cosby, which was really awesome. Now Bill Cosby is known for being a very nice guy. Go read the news if you want to know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Anyway, we're just doing this together. I think that's funny. Here we go. Third thread. Oh, Daniel, you're so nice. Okay, I'm making my first stitch. Here we go. Here we go. Are you guys okay if I sing? Is that all right? Will that offend you? I'm stitching on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Slowly, carefully. I kind of thought Travis would show up and join me on the beach. Guess not. He's probably working. All right, I've done it. 3 loops. All right, time to bring out my stitches. Okay. Kind of got to think about how I'm going to do this. Up and over, and then up to go over. Okay, yeah, the blank spot. Okay, so under. Now I'm going to come up here. And we're going to go over. This is the critical moment. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm approaching the pin, up, down, and now it leaves me a good place to come up through the fabric and then hook around. And I can't do that while holding this up in the air. So I have to do it off camera, down here in my lap. A little bit more stability. Next time I'll have jokes, I promise. Jokes will be had. My kids don't like my jokes. They have no sense of humor, though. They're not mature like you guys. Oh, man! I was goofing around, and I pulled it, and it slipped over the pin and ended up creating kind of a knot right on the top. Oh, come on, man. So I'm going to pull that thread back up. So if this is the thread was up, hanging on the hook, and then I looked away for a second and pulled it, and it went zoop, and went flat down onto the fabric. Okay, so I really got to pay attention here. Focus. Oh, it just wants to slip off. Come on now. I don't want to resew this. I do not want to resew this. Hello, person number 4, whoever you are, joining us. Oh, I got it. Okay, so I've done 1 loop. I'm going to try to do 3 really tight loops on this. So bring it around, over, and down. I'm really using both hands to kind of secure this. Okay, down. Oh my goodness, that one slipped off too. Hey, Mr. Travis just showed up. Hey, dude. Sorry, Mr. Travis, I'm not at school. I ran to the beach. You know. Okay, one more. I fixed my mistake, and now up and around. Come on, we're just prototyping. All I need is for this to work. So my stitches have to be solid, but not pretty. Yeah, only 4 people. But that's okay, because I'll post it to YouTube, and then they can watch it later. They're just not going to have the excitement of the interaction between us, you know, over here in the chat section. Or maybe it's over here for you, or over here. I don't know. I should be talking to the camera. I know I should be, but I keep looking at this handsome guy down here. All right, here I go. I'm tying this off. Okay, I've made 1 loop. Here we go, number 2. The critical moment. And boom! Done. All right. Here we go, cutting this. Da-na! Oh, you know what I should do? I should send this video to my mom. Hi, Mom. Look, I'm teaching sewing online. Isn't that super weird? So anyway, here you go. That is my circuit at the beach. This is where you need to be by the end of today. You need to send me a picture of this. You don't have to include your face. And then you need to send me a picture of this. Okay, email that to me. I want to see it so I can just know that your circuit is hopefully working. You know, Vince, I know that you're worried about either your software not working or your computer not being able to connect to this. So me eyeballing it and seeing that you've done the right thing, like I'm going to zoom way in on this and really make sure that these pins are right and correctly connected. So if you have trouble connecting your computer, I can eyeball it, look at your code too, and just and then I can give you full credit for things if in case it doesn't work. Okay, so it's really important that you send me those pictures. I got to know if it's working. So by 3 o'clock today, send me those pictures. Get this done. All right. On Monday, we'll shoot some code over to this, and the idea with the code is that we'll be able to talk into the microphone, and at a certain volume level, all of the lights will turn on. So we're going to be messing with the idea that this input doesn't do anything up to a certain level, and then once it hits a certain level, boom, it activates a response. And for us, the response is just turning on the lights. Okay? So there it is. Happy sewing, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I think I'm going to sign out. This is a 24-minute video. Time to apply some more sunscreen. All right. You guys rock. I don't hear you saying anything. There are no comments, nothing to talk about. Any questions, maybe I should say? Oh, bye. Thanks. Bye. Bye, Daniel. Good job. Take those pictures. I want to see it. Oh, a 5th person just showed up. Oh, sorry for being lame. No way. This is awesome. Or are you apologizing for me because I'm lame? That might be true. Mrs. Griffin says I'm lame. I'm over it. All right, I'll hang out here for another minute or so. If you have a question, shoot it over to me. Of course, you can always take a picture and send me an email too. Like if it's something I need to see, take a picture, email it, and I'll be able to reply and hopefully sort you out. This is so weird. I can't believe we're doing class like this. Honestly, this is really bizarre. But I think it works. I think it works. You guys are awesome. You know what we're doing. We've done a lot of this in class together. There's no surprises here. You got this. And hopefully all of your supplies are holding up. I hope you all have your needles. All right, no more questions. So adios. I'm gonna finish off this stream and post it to my YouTube channel, and then I'll include the link over on the homework document. So if you need to check back or play this for your parents to show that you were actually doing something today, whatever, you have it. All right, take care, everybody. See you on Monday. Bye.